Hey, welcome back, Simple Homeowners. Today I want to show you something that we found online. This was about $100, and it's a pool hot tub type cleaner. It's battery operated and it can work underwater. I've tested it and it seems to do a fairly good job. It also comes with an extended pole, so you can take it on here and make it longer so you can reach further. Some of the information that's provided in the user manual tells you that this cannot be run out of the water. So this has to be underwater so it doesn't burn the pump motor up on it. Also, if you're going to use it for a hot tub, it specifically says do not use it in water that's over 95 degrees. This has a sealed motor and has sealed grease in it, so that could be part of the problem, I don't know. And the coldest that it wants to operate in is 40 degrees. It says that it'll run for an hour. I don't know if it will or not, but what I do after I'm done with it, just charge it in. There's a port up here where you charge it, and it's got a plug here to keep the water out. And then this is the on switch here. So you charge it here, you turn it on here when it's in the pool. The handle also comes off. You just push these two plastic nubs in and it comes off, and it allows you to put the longer pole on like this. Of course, it'd probably be easier if I put it down, but there we go, and locked it in. That way, you can use it like this with a longer pole. You have a longer reach. One other thing that's kind of nice about this also is this brush comes off. You just pull it up a little bit, it comes off, and you can use this to get into areas where this brush is too big. So what we're going to do today is we have a blow-up pool, and I have a video on the pump that I use for that. We're going to clean this pool here, and we bought it at Sam's Club for about 35 bucks. It was a really crazy good deal. So that's what we're going to do, and hang with us and I'll show you how to use it. Okay, let's get started. Remember, this has to be underwater before you can use it. So you get it down here, and it's just this that needs to be underwater. So you turn it here, you turn it on. Let's get it a second here. It's got some air in it still. But you can see as we go around, it sucks up from the very front. You just sit it there and you can see the dirt coming to it, which was actually very interesting how well this works. You see it's coming there. I'm gonna come around the seat here. So you can go, you can see the dirt just coming right to it. And the slower the better, obviously, that way you don't make the dirt skim all around. And it's very quiet, it's underwater so you can't hear it. But now the bubbles are gone, so you can see that it's doing its job really well. It has a filter. I don't know if you can see it from here, but the filter collects all this sand or whatever this stuff is, but it catches it and it doesn't spit it back out. And like I mentioned before, the handle is adjustable, so I can make it longer, shorter, whatever we need to do to catch everything. Best way to do it is just take your time. You can even turn it like this because it has such good suction. Just turn it up on its side. And it's just... All right, as you see, as we're coming around and have it up on the side, and the dirt's just coming right to it. And I'm going very carefully, slow, not to stir the dirt up. Then here's a good view. You can see it just coming to it. Just have it sitting here for a little bit and comes right to it. There are other cleaners on the market. We looked at the Ryobi one since we have that platform. However, the reviews, we haven't tried it, but the reviews said that it just spits the dirt right back out. It doesn't catch fine particles like this. But for $100, this is really a simple, easy way to clean your pool, your hot tub, without having to drain all the water and start over. Does a pretty good job. So as you can see, this seat over here has dirt on the top, but I can't get to it because it'll come out of the water, the pump will. So what I'm going to do is just take a brush. I can turn this off and I'll just push the dirt into the pool, and then once it settles, I'll be able to vacuum it up. I should have done that probably first and then do it all at once, but I wanted to show you how well this thing works. So I've turned it, the pump off, and as you can see, there's no dirt coming out or anything. It's holding in there. So now I'm going to just push this off the seat, just push it into the pool, and eventually it'll settle down, and I'll get that a little bit later. Try it on this side. This pool is kind of interesting. It's like a blown up adult kiddie pool, but it's just enough to cool you off. And we again got this at Sam's for $35. I think it's not a bad bargain. So that's what we have for cleaning. What I'm gonna do now is show you pulling it apart, cleaning it in the sink, and it just pulls apart real simple. I'll show you how it charges, and that'll be all that we need to do on this. This is easy cleanup in the kitchen sink. So what I'm going to do is take the long extended handle off. Again, you just push these plastic knobs in right here, and it slides. So you're able to pull that apart. And now we can take this off too, just to give us some more room to work. On each side, it's hard to see because it's plastic, it's the same color. But on each side, there's these little tabs that you just push in, and this comes off. But you want to be careful. I need my glasses, I can't see. I had to put my glasses on so I could see what in the world I was doing. So it does have plastic. You just push down, that comes out like that. You push here, that comes down, so that's out. We'll clean that also. So here's the filter. This just comes out. You just pull it out. Set this to the side. I'm going to rinse that also. But here's the filter. You can see what it caught while we were out there. And it's just as simple as running water to rinse it out. So I like to just rinse it from the outside. It pushes everything around. Just take my hand and move it around a little bit. Cleans up really well, really quickly. A little bit more right there. So I have it cleaned out pretty well. There's other little things in there if I need to, but I'm not too worried about that. So just set that to the side. And here I just give this a rinse, just in case there's anything left in there. Again, this is all waterproof. Make sure you keep the cover on here because this is where we charge it. I'm just going to rinse this out. This little piece comes out also. There was one little piece of dirt in there, but that came out. Just put it back right. That looks good. You can look at the brush, see if there's anything here. Nothing here, that looks good. So now I'm just going to let it dry. Once it dries, then I'll put it all back together. It's not completely dry, but what I'm going to do is put it back together just so it's save time to show you what it looks like putting it back together, how easy it is, and then we can let it dry together. So this right here is the screen netting. It has two little nubs. Those nubs go in here. You'll see there's just two little indentations there. There's also a cutout here. So that will, there's right here, just put it in. And it just sets in like that. Very simple. And depending on how you like to do this. By the way, this thing is called, I think, Wybot, W-Y-B-O-T is what I'm calling it. And that just snips right back in the way it was. And then it's however you want to orient the brush, but I like to, with it down like that, I just put it on like that, snaps right on. So I want to show you how to charge it. It comes with a USB cable, and then on the other end it has the power port that goes into what I was showing you earlier right here. It does not come with this charger. It gives you the instructions on what to get. So this is just one that I found through Apple. It's like 5 watts. It's really perfect for it. So I just plug it in. The other end here. And since it's wet, I'm not going to plug it in. When you're charging it, this piece right here will show red as it's charging, and then it'll turn green. There'll be a green indicator light when it's fully charged. The instructions specifically say if you're going to store it for a while, if it's going to be 6 months or more, that you need to charge it while it's in storage. So that was the demo on the Wybot cleaner. This thing actually does really well for our application here. We have a small, tiny little pool, and I can imagine that it would work really good with a hot tub also, as long as it's not over the temperature of 95 degrees. So I've been very pleased with it, and it's very easy to clean. And for $100, I think it's a pretty good value also. This is the box. And it says it's cordless, lightweight. It has a 5200 milliamp battery, so it has some power to it. And it says it has a 60-minute runtime. There's no way I can test that other than just let it sit out there and run for a while. If you like these videos, I would appreciate it if you would like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.